Is young Ian going to pass away in Outlander Book 10? This morning on her Facebook page, Diana Gabaldon released a excerpt from Book 10, A Blessing for a Warrior Going Out. And there are several facets of this excerpt that I would like to specifically hone in on and theorize on. For a synopsis, Claire is working in her surgery when Totis runs in and tells her that his father, Ian, has been injured. Show watchers know Totis as Swiftest of Lizards, and in its stray from the show to the books, Swiftest of Lizards actually does go and live with Ian and Rachel on the ridge. This is telling Claire that William, Jamie, and Ian were out, that Ian fell in a ravine, and that he has broken his leg. Upon arriving, Claire is able to diagnose that he has some broken ribs, that his leg has been severely broken, but thankfully he has not severed his femoral artery. Trying to figure out how they are going to transport Ian back to the ridge so that Claire can properly heal him. I'm going to get back to why I do not think Ian is going to die in this scene and his importance with regards to power. But one of the things that I want to touch on is that yet again, in an excerpt that Diana has decided to release, we are once again getting a mention of a snake. I have made several videos about the importance of snakes all throughout the Outlander series, both with regards to foreshadowing, storytelling, the fact that I think that Master Raymond is possibly shape-shifting into them or using them as familiars, and how they are presenting and representing a connection to the Native American tribes. In this scene here, Ian is telling Claire it could have been worse, he could have broken his neck, and at least the snake did not bite any of them. And Claire mentions how Jamie pulls out his rosary and starts praying for whether it's Ian or protection from snakes, she's not really sure. This got me back down the path again about snakes, the connection to the story, and their connection specifically to Native American tribes and their beliefs. Where in many Native American cultures, snakes are seen as sacred guardians, symbols of wisdom, and spirit guides who offer protection and guidance. The very first excerpt that Diana Gabaldon ever released from Master Raymond's book was of him in his childhood, where he was in a field playing with all of his siblings. All of his siblings were being bitten by a snake, but for some reason, the snake did not bite Master Raymond. It connected to Master Raymond, and Master Raymond was able to control it and connect with it in reasons that we do not know. What does all of this have to do with Ian? It has everything to do with Ian. Anyone who has been on my page for any amount of time knows that I believe the entire point of Outlander and every character is for them to save or play a role in Jamie's story. A role in fulfilling all of the prophecies, which I believe Master Raymond has put in place. And I think he has done so in a way that is to ensure the Fraser bloodline. And I view it as a parallel to the Iroquois belief of the 7 generations prophecy, which I can make a separate video on that. It's too much to get into here. Master Raymond shapeshifting or using animals as familiars as a way to ensure the timeline and the safety of those around Jamie is imperative to the story. So why in that moment would a snake be there to protect Ian per se, or to watch what is happening to Ian? Based on conversations that Jenny and I have been having lately, I'm starting to believe that very similar to Roger, Ian is going to act as an amplifier for Claire with her powers. I think the only way that Ian will ever be able to ignite his own powers is to be gravely injured and healed by Claire using her blue light healing power. I say this because I truly believe that Master Raymond ignited Claire's powers when he healed her in France. Same way I believe that Roger's powers were ignited at a different point in this story. Roger's powers being ignited and Claire being able to tap into them in book 9 is how she was literally able to resurrect Jamie from the dead. Bringing him back is something new, i.e. a snake who has shed their skin. So following this train of thought, Claire would need Ian's powers for something in book 10. While I said I don't think that he's going to die in this scene, I think he could possibly die amplifying Claire's powers to save Jamie, and that the blessing for the warrior going out refers to him. I'm not convinced of it, but it's something that I lean heavily towards. And I know it's not favorable, it will break my heart, and I know Diana does do a happily ever after, but everybody cannot survive. But it's also possible that Claire saves him so that she can use his power, and they all survive that. Yay! I need this book like yesterday.